tentacles and duck under the orange ones. Ready, set, go!
I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I prayed to the Lord and He answered. He freed me from all my fears. I will trust His word. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. We are fearless. Fearless. We are fearless.
He's the one who makes the sun shine. He's the one who puts the moon in the sky. He's the one who hung the stars one by one.
God's hand at work.
As we learned from previous weeks, God took care of the Israelites, his chosen people, in amazing ways. It's good to take a moment to remember and celebrate all that God has done in our lives. You know, one of the ways that Israelites celebrated God was through the Feast of First Fruits. During this festival, God's people gave the first part of their barley harvest to the Lord. The Israelites would bring a sheaf or a bundle of the first part of their grain to the temple and offer it to God. It was a reminder that they could trust God to provide the rest of the harvest for them. You know, just like how God provides for the Israelites, he also provides for you and me. We can trust him to meet all of our needs. I want to ask you, have you ever worked really hard to earn something? Maybe you studied many hours for a test, or maybe you cleaned somebody's house to earn some money to buy a really cool new bike or a new video game. You know, one summer, I worked really hard taking care of babies every day for a whole month. I had to feed them, play with them, even change their dirty diapers. I'm still recovering from that part of it. It was some really hard work. And with every dollar I made from this job, I was putting towards college. I wanted to stay in school, but it was expensive, so I saved as much as I could. After that month, I got a really nice paycheck. I was so happy and so ready to bring that money straight to school. One night, though, when I was reading my Bible, God spoke to me about tithing. Tithing is when you give the first 10% of the money you make back to the Lord. This is a sign of trusting God as our provider. So I calculated how much money this would be, and it came to a total of $180. That was a lot of money that I worked really hard for, and I just had to give it away. I was scared that I wouldn't be able to pay off school if I gave this money to the Lord. But the Holy Spirit kept on speaking to my heart to trust him. So one Sunday, I brought in my $180 and put it in the offering bag at church. I was nervous, but it felt like a weight was lifted too. You know, that's what happens when we step out in obedience of something that God has asked us to do. So a few months passed and school was starting again in the fall. I met someone to discuss what I still had to pay for school. I was preparing for the worst. But then she said, "It looks like there's been some scholarship money added to your account." I was shocked. And better yet, it was for a grand total of $1,000. I wanted to jump up out of my chair, rejoicing God. I knew that this was a gift straight from him. Not only did it meet my financial needs at school, but it showed me that God is trustworthy. When I gave him what felt like a lot, he blessed me with over and above what I could have imagined. Just like the Israelites brought their first harvest grain to the temple, so we as Christians give the first 10% of our money that we make back to God. We can remember and celebrate God as our provider. He is trustworthy to meet every single one of our needs.